So when you're going to draft, just remember one of the main things is air is the enemy, right? And so whenever you're putting these hard suctions on, obviously you have to take off whatever's on there. In this case, it's a adapter for a 5-inch hose. And make sure you have a mallet, and you want to go around and make sure all the connections are tight. These are all going to be in pretty good shape. Again, Jeff and I were talking earlier about when he was taught that they went around and made sure all the caps were really tight. As long as the valves close real well, which all of ours do, I think, you're not going to have an issue with air getting in. Hard suction on, you may have to use 2 or 3 sections, just like we talked about before. You may be drafting from a greater distance, which is going to make it harder to get a lift out of. But for this purpose, we're right next to the porta tank. We're using 1 section. Always try to use your low-level strainer or a strainer of some sort. If you actually do, which very rare case that you might ever have to really do this, is if you're throwing into a pond or somewhere where you can't see the bottom, where there's silt and stuff, try and throw a rope on the end to lift it up off the bottom so you're not sucking in a bunch of crap off the bottom, because that's just going to play havoc with your impellers. So the setup, that's about it. The next thing we're going to do is we'll go and start the rig and go into pump and kind of go through the basic steps with that, and then we'll go over drafting and stuff.